Liongate and the Sirius portal, the Orion build, and we consider you guys, if you're coming on this day, that you have interest and awareness that it's significant, and you want to know more why, and you want to pass through it. We consider it as a spiritual new year. So let me start the live stream also.
Wow.
It is on the ancient time how we celebrate New Year normally, and it's supposed to be 21st December actually, the winter solstice, but then it changed. That celebration is like every time we have a cycle, a new cycle around the sun, and we are growing and we are evolving and we drop some old habit and we have always a resolution for the new year, right? To be honest, the 8-8 Liongate is equivalent to the new year as a cycle, but more a spiritual higher frequency cycle with the elder star. The elder star is a star Sirius. So in the ancient time, many civilization and many culture, they understood the power of the star Sirius, and they receive direct knowledge when they connect with the universe. If you understand that your consciousness connect with the universe, when you connect with the stars, with the planets, they are all conscious, they are all being, higher consciousness being. And they're actually a family for whoever inhabit on that planet or that planet around that star. So star Sirius in most of the culture and ancient schools like ancient Egypt, Atlanteans, and many other, for example, Mayan, Dogon people in Africa, they consider star Sirius is the elder spiritual grandfather of the sun. And when we rotate in a certain way, that's considerable of equivalent to a spiritual new year for our consciousness evolution. I've done a webinar yesterday, and if you have the chance to watch it, I talk literally how we are expanding right now, we're accessing dimension and our knowledge is way bigger than before. And understanding that those civilizations, some of the famous ones, for example, the Great Pyramid of Egypt, the Giza, these three big pyramids, they are aligning perfectly with precise engineering with a 3-star called Orion belt, and in 8-8 Liongate, they align with the star Sirius, with the sun, and with another aspect also, every year. I mean, that's not a coincidence. Those civilizations, those wisdom, they kept a mark for us to remember. And when you tap into this and you realize, and if you've done your homework with a spiritual understanding, some of the elder religious books and those kind of mystical knowledge, you'll find star Sirius everywhere. And you find also a lot of record that tribes being contacted by people presenting themselves, or let's say consciousness beyond than just physical body. They are, some of them are energetic body, some of them are light body, angelic realms, celestial being. They present themselves that they come from the great consciousness of the star Sirius. For them, it's like there is a gate in that star. And once you understand that, you understand that your consciousness is never separated from whatever happening in the cosmos. And the whole cosmos is a gate connecting all those consciousness together with a greater consciousness, which is mind of God, if you want to call it. The field of the greater consciousness that we are all connecting through, if you want to say it as a soul connecting with the source, same thing. And the source creates all those stars and all those planets and galaxy for all of them to connect together. That's a unity consciousness if you want to go deeper into spirituality.
So today the way the 8-8 is the peak, so it doesn't start today, it has started 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, and today we have the peak of energy, meaning that you've been prepared. The energy has supported your growth for the last 8 weeks or 6 weeks, and today we are receiving those waves of ascension codes to the entire planet. And today, you being present in that room, you will be great programmers. You are going to receive that light, anchoring it in your cells, but also on the grid nodes. The way it works, so I can give you a bit of visualization so you don't get lost during the main point of the transmission, is the way the cosmic alignment happens. So George, we are discussing a little bit about it. Sirius and Orion come in alignment, and the Earth come in alignment with our Sun at the exact, at the farthest distance. The planet and the constellation are aligning, and we are aligning with our great central sun, our galactic central sun. So it's allowing this stream of light to pass through and to shower our planets with crystalline codes. This is the highest portal of the year. This is why Georgie was mentioning this is the beginning of the spiritual year. It's also the beginning of the Egyptian year as well, that started at the last lunar eclipse. So we invite you for today to be present, to have your consciousness focus in the room. It doesn't mean to be in your conscious mind, it means to not sleep. You can sleep if you wish to. If you sleep, it's perfect. It means that you are asked to switch off everything to receive. If you are snoring, we will come and change your body alignment so it doesn't disturb too much.
And yet, before, if you have the tendency to sleep, you really need to send your calling and not only calling and approval, acceptance to your higher self, the greater aspect of you, to receive. Because everything on those high frequency works with free will. If you said, I'm going to sleep, as if you are saying, I'm not going to receive. But if you said, if I have the tendency to sleep, my body will sleep, my consciousness is willing to receive and do all the encodement, whatever you want to receive. So you have to do that part before you sleep or now.
So there are a lot of words that most of you will understand. If you've been with us for a while, you will surely understand everything. If it's a bit new for you, it's fine. You don't need to understand, just to be in that space and to receive. If you don't understand, we will have questions at the end, so you can ask your questions. If you're not willing to share at the end, then you will ask in private. If it doesn't make sense now, it will make sense later. We are planting seeds for you to remember, or you are allowing those seeds to come to you so you can remember. You can remember your essence, right? That is to say, during the session, we'll do some weird sounds, like voice, like language. So if it's the first time for you, just receive with your open heart. Your mind cannot understand what we are going to say. Only your heart can grasp the information. So allow to receive. Usually what we say when there is like a transmission, very, very strong coming, we say allow to receive, the transmission is coming through. So like language, the language from the source. And our channels, so George's channel is tuned to a specific, like couple of specific consciousness. My channel has a gatekeeper that is allowing consciousness to come through, and each time is different. So if you came, but they are working together. So if you came the last couple of Mondays at the last 2 months, what we are going to transmit today, it's a lot of transmission that's being anchored in the last 2 months. So there will be like Serapis Bay, rebuilding the blueprint template of the pyramid, there will be the Christ consciousness, there will be the divine union, there will be
some of the ascended master from ancient Egypt.
Yeah, they will
yesterday,
come through.
Before yesterday, they were already present, and Osiris, Isis.
So we'll start the session with breathing, so you can drop your mind, you can center, you can open your energetic field to receive. Then we'll do a clearing. We want you to clear whatever is not serving you anymore in the now, like just to confirm that you are clearing it. We'll do an I am presence, so you are declaring your I am presence, declaring that you are a sparkle of light, that you are your higher self, that you are like whatever will come through.
And the karmic release also.
Yeah, there will be the karmic release, individual one, so we can do the collective one. And then we'll go through building the transmission till we arrive to the peak. And what we receive as well is at the end, you will have a sacred union encodement that will come as well. So the transmission is long. We invite you to really be present in the room, to have your consciousness presence and hearing our voice and participating to it. It's going to be a long session, so you are here for a reason. You are anchoring this light for humanity and for the New Earth Ascension. So congratulations for making this appointment. And anything you'd like to share, babe? Before we start?
Especially because we have a bigger group and we have new people, I would say, even if you are familiar with it, but I still love to encourage you to go deeper. Whatever we shared with you as... Not recording?
The sound is not clear on apparently.
Really?
On the registration, on the podcast.
Alright, I can just take this.
Yes, what are you saying so I can pick up?
It's okay, I will remember. I will continue.
Okay.
So basically, whatever we share, even if during the transmission, and even where we are talking. So, for example, we mentioned crystalline code. I know the tendency for the lower minds or the mind. It's nice word. We usually don't mention just nice word. We literally mean them. So in a sense, I can literally explain to you scientifically what does mean crystalline code. Basically is your body refining like the crystal, and you are able to embed more silica, which is crystal, in your system through your diet, and your frequency can lift it up and structure and emit more light, photon basically. And it shows as if crystallining. And some of our star family that we know that we can see their vision, if you connect with your guides and your star family, they are full crystalline being. I understand that right now we cannot be that.
We are more carbon than diamond.
But we are transiting right now through that ascension time to upgrade even on the DNA level. So I want you to take whatever we share with you as it's literally, we mean it. It's not just nice word. We are literally embedding now more silica, which is the base of a crystal. And the DNA and the cells are crystallining. And the more you open up, the more you tune through your heart and the cosmos, you receive more crystallining code that come from stars and sun and the heart of the universe. And that's how we upgrade and emit. Our cells emit light more than before. So that's an example, of course, we can go on and on. But just I want to invite you to see that when we share something and we say twin flame encodement, it's also not nice word only. It's literally, there is something called twin flame encodement that's connecting masculine and feminine in relationship and in the self itself. And so on.
Yeah. Any questions before we start? Are you all good? Yeah, go last bathroom round. For those who are watching online, if you wish to join the session now, you still can subscribe, and Georgie will send you the link and the password so you can be with us as well. It's going to be a long one.
I think right now you have to send, otherwise...
Yeah, right now, so like, you have 1 minute to say yes, me. It's going to be a high quantum shift today,
yeah,
like most of the day, but today we have all the energy supporting.
A lot of calling will be happening, a lot of portals.
A lot of beings there, so it's going to be magical, like alchemy magic as always. So we are super happy for everyone to be here today in creating that vortex of light.
Thanks for the people watching us on Facebook. We're going to stop the preview right now and continue with the group.
Bye guys, see you soon.
See you soon in many other videos.